La 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 la. La 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 la. She really hates him, it's really true.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Testing.
Testing, do it right.
Testing.
It's not right because I'm sitting next to you and I can't tell if you're sounding normal. Testing, see how I sound?
Testing.
You make a joke.
All right, come on, let's go.
Don't make a joke out of everything.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Well, we got a really serious show for you today. We're going to be talking about cryptocurrency.
What about global warming?
Okay.
So I went to New York. I did radio yesterday morning, and then that big ugly ring you hated, I went and exchanged it and got a different one. I got that one.
Oh my God! How does it get worse?
No, I love that one.
Oh my God! It's like the skirt of a figure skater or something. It's
the skirt of a figure.
Show. It's like, what are you doing?
It doesn't look good. I love it.
Oh, Rich.
It's better than that big round thing.
Listen, I want you to get whatever you want. I just don't get it. Like, psychologically, what's happening? Do you know what I mean? Like, why? What does that mean?
I'm nuts.
Is that a sign of nuts?
Yeah,
I didn't
people
know
go.
that.
Yeah, they used to
What
go.
is it, from the 30s or something?
Cartoons. They used to go. He's nuts, and they would go.
Okay, well,
You don't remember that? You didn't have cartoons in Canada,
listen,
did they?
yes.
What's on your nose?
What?
It's makeup or something.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh.
I don't think you can. Anyway, what's going on?
Nothing. I just didn't like that other ring. And
Rich,
no one did.
Look at your hands. I want you to look at your hands right now. No, we'll go like this so people can see. Okay? Like, what?
I got a couple rings.
I know, but what is it that you, like...
I like rings.
But what's your identity? Like, what are those rings saying for you? Just don't look at it.
It's a text message. What's that from?
We know if someone texted you. You know what text messages are.
Oh, it's to check into my flight. And when you do that, you get up. I never get upgraded. It's so depressing.
Rich, let's focus.
I'm focusing. Go ahead. Let's. We don't want to talk about this.
It's so wild to me, though. Why can't we talk about it? When I met you, you wore no rings.
I did too. I wore 2 rings.
There's no way in hell I would have dated a guy who had that kind of shit going on.
Yes, you would have.
It's like
I don't always wear them all at once.
It looks like you ever see like those guys, like, you know, they work in coffee shops and stuff, and they have like you know, like a ton of rings, but they're silver.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like a skull ring and all that stuff. And then they got all this like jewelry here, and then they got like a bunch of tattoos and stuff. And don't you look at those guys and go, what's going on there? Like,
No, I think
what
maybe
are they hiding? What are they trying to
I go,
like...
maybe they're a musician. Maybe
So this is what I think about you. Like, you're showing something to the world. What is it that you think you're showing to the world?
I like jewelry.
No, but you think like you think that these rings make you seem rich.
No.
Do you think when people look at you, they're like, whoa, this guy's got a lot of money, all of it on his fingers, but...
No.
I wonder if this guy doesn't know about banks. Is that what they say?
Do you like your new car?
I love my new car. I love it.
What do you feel like when you're driving it?
Well, first of all, take your phone down. Don't try to...
I'm trying to check in.
You can check in later. We're doing a podcast.
That's what you call this? Get it?
I'm forced to do it.
You're the one who always goes, hey, we got the podcast. What do you want?
I know. Because
You love doing it because you decorated behind us.
where's the
I'm waiting.
picture?
I ordered it.
Okay, listen. The thing is about the podcast is that I won't do it if you want to check out. I'm checking out. But if we are gonna do it, we should do it.
Oh, last night I was in
well or with some consistency.
Last night I was in the Krausers at a convenience store.
Are you telling a story?
Yeah.
Then what do you do? Where should you look?
Have you looked into the camera once?
Many times.
No.
Yes, look. Do you see me looking into the camera?
Now you are, because I just forced you.
But also, when I look over here, I'm not like this.
I was in Krausers, and there was one guy in there, and as he's leaving, he goes, "What are you doing?"
There, now you can't see.
It's
Now you have to look into the camera.
now they can't see us.
Do you not know how cameras and monitors work?
Yes, I do. I was joking.
No, you
Yes, I
weren't.
was, you
No,
dummy. Are you
so
kidding
dumb.
me?
You're so stupid.
You're the dumbest person I've ever met. If you
You're
don't know a
insane.
joke.
No, I don't know a joke because
I was-
you don't joke ever anymore.
Oh, I don't all the time. That's what I do. So I was in Krausers, and as a guy was leaving, he goes, "I'm a big fan." And he, you know,
And
he's-
what did you
he
have in
was
your cart that he likes so much?
in my cart? It's a convenience store. I don't have a fucking
Oh,
cart.
I don't know Grousers.
Yeah, I put scratch off and two fucking.
What was he?
And
What were you buying
oh,
that he was a big fan of? Let me rephrase.
of my comedy? He goes, "Rich Voss, I'm a big fan."
Do you know the joke I'm making?
Oh yeah, he like I was buying Brillo, and he goes, "I'm a big fan of
Yes,
Brillo."
yes. Brillo? What the fuck is Brillo?
Brillo pads.
What's a Brillo pad?
Your pussy.
Oh, now I get it.
You don't know what a Brillo pad is?
Well, I use my... Is it to clean pots and pans?
Yes.
That's I use my pussy to clean pots and pans.
Yes.
If it's really like hard to get out.
Yes. How does somebody know? Or an SOS pad? There was Brillo pads and SOS pads.
All your references are from like 90 years ago.
I'll go to the supermarket right now.
The other day I was asking for some, like, who was I asking? And you were just giving me like the oldest references. It was crazy.
Well, listening to you explain is like listening to an old person that doesn't remember what they're talking about.
Oh, okay, Sonny.
I was in Krausers, and the guy goes, "I'm a big fan," and I always say, "Oh, you're the one." That's my comeback.
Great.
You're the one.
Still doing the head down. Fascinatingly enough.
I can't tell if I'm looking into the monitor without
You
seeing
can
them
tell
on.
if you're looking into the camera.
No, look, is that your big beef?
No, I just okay. Do whatever you want to do.
I'm trying.
I'm not. You know what? I'm no
That's
longer
bad.
gonna try. I'm no longer gonna try. It's
Okay.
over.
So, and he goes, "I'm a big
Do
fan."
whatever you want.
He goes, "I'm a big fan." No, you can keep it on. I don't either way. He goes, "I'm a big fan." And then as we're leaving, and he gets in a truck, you know, he's kind of like a blue collar dude. I guess he was getting, I don't know, they're always getting different flavors, so it must be for those,
What are you fucking talking about?
you know, when they buy those things.
What are you talking about?
Let me finish. He's getting, you know, those, the e-cigarette, what are they called? Those
Vapes?
Yeah. I guess flavors for vapes or something. I guess that's big. You know, nice guy, blue collar guy.
This is what you were. Wait, what
Then
was the
he-
point of the vapes?
I'm trying to, I'm just saying.
You're just giving a color of what like the guy was getting.
I'm explaining what type of guy, you know.
Oh my
Kind of
god!
like
Did you just make fun of me for something?
He's like like a steel worker type dude or whatever. And then as we go outside, he said, "I'm a big fan," and then we're walking out to our cars. He goes, "Yeah, I listen to the podcast all the time." And I'm thinking, what?
Why are
This guy is the kind of guy you don't want to get in a fight with, or, he could probably bend iron,
Right, but he enjoys
But he enjoys this
marital bickering.
I don't get it. Why he would listen to this.
Well, so
I mean,
we're honest with who we are, and then people are attracted to that.
I think it's because it's so underground.
What does that mean?
Like we're like fucking, one of those like it's like an Andy Warhol party. You know what I mean? Just like only a certain type of people are allowed to come, or you know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
We're underground, like comics like us.
Nothing you're saying makes sense right now.
Everything makes sense.
Oh, really? Comics like us? We're and construction workers. Like what?
Yeah, we're underground, man. We're
That's
fucking.
why he has a
What?
he's a ditch digger. No, I couldn't think of it.
Ugh.
Like you're underground.
I get it. Brillo. So.
Did he mention your rings?
No, I love my new one though.
Why is it's so crazy?
Listen, you like pocketbooks. I like rings.
I don't like pocketbooks. You
I
just
got
buy
you-
them for me because you don't know what else to do.
No, I got you one for
Thanksgiving. I mean,
yeah, for Thanksgiving and put her cranberry sauce in.
for Valentine's Day. Thank you.
Yes,
That was nice.
and then
I bought you a card and I couldn't find it. I'll find it and then I'll give it to you. Sorry.
we did a private show on Thanksgiving at one of these clubs in New York, where
It's like the Soho House, except it's not the Soho House.
it was a different one.
It's called Zero Bond.
Zero Bond. A nice place. It was. I mean,
You have to pay a lot of money to be a member.
I guess the dinner. I got the Valentine's dinner. Some of it was delicious and some was weird. It wasn't bad. I just didn't. I think it was like a cold theme. All the.
Was the last fish cold?
Yeah, I couldn't cut it. It was like cold or something. But maybe, I don't know.
No, was it cold? Like when you put it in
Yeah.
your mouth? Ew.
Yeah, there was something wrong. But they had like this, sushi pizza, like with tuna. That was pretty good. And I go, I should take this home because it was so big. And I goes, you can't take it to go.
Because it was for two people.
Yeah, and I only.
But I wasn't having any of it. But it was $180 some per person for the dinner, which we didn't have to pay for. But I couldn't eat any of it, and so I just had like a shaved Brussels sprouts.
But there was so
salad.
much other stuff you could have ordered off the menu, but you didn't. You'd rather like.
What could I have ordered?
Well, they had veggie burgers. They had a bunch of stuff vegans could eat, but you wanted people to think, oh, look at me struggling being a vegan. They don't have anything for me. But they had a lot of stuff. You're just being a picky, and you just want people to go, oh, that's sad. The vegan can't eat, So, but anyhow.
Anywho.
So we ate there. The show... First of all, I said to Bonnie, Yamanika got us the
that
gig.
was so funny.
She was very funny. She did a Bitcoin bit that was so funny. And the people there, there was some celebrities in there besides us. And, no pictures. That's what I kept saying.
To ignore that, yeah.
And all I said to Yamanika... And let me explain why. I go, is this a mixed club?
Oh my God. We're sitting next to Yamanika at a
and
table.
let me explain why.
Yamanika's with her friend, whom we don't know, who is also a woman of color. And Rich leans over. First of all, the place is diverse.
Nah.
It's like we might have been the only white table there.
That's not true.
Okay, there was there was a lot of different South Asian, Black. There was like a lot of different kinds of people in there. And you lean over to Yamanika and you go, is this place mixed? And she goes, what? And even I was like, what? Like I was thinking like, you see the different genders.
Let me tell you
That's what
something.
I thought you meant at first.
No.
And then she goes, you mean black? Like they let black people in? And you were like, yeah.
And Jews.
And it was like, she has a membership there.
Yeah, but honorary. Let me explain to you something about
my
racism.
God, it was so embarrassing.
wasn't about-
Okay. I get it. You've seen racism. You know that there are places that didn't used to have.
No, still you can
okay,
go.
even still. But all you had to do was use your eyes and your like brain for 2 fucking minutes before you ask that question. Like before you go, that you could say, this is a sensitive question, so maybe let me think about it for 1 minute.
What's sensitive about it? I'm just saying, because I've been, let me tell you something. I've been to golf courses that are...
Okay, but you don't lean over to the only black person there and go, or actually she was not the only black person, there was a lot of black people there.
And
you don't lean over and go, is this place mixed? Well, how fucking weird is that? You know what that makes? That means you're the racist.
No, it doesn't. Don't try to do reverse racism on me.
It's uncomfortable and weird.
Well,
weird.
I've been to so many places that...
Okay, but you have. And I've been around racist people, but every time I go, okay, I've seen some fucking pure ass racism in a 7-Eleven. Every time I go into a 7-Eleven, do I go, are you guys racist?
What have you seen that was racist in 7-Eleven?
I don't know.
So you just lied.
Okay, but you get my point. I
can't get a point that's a lie.
Okay, I gotta try to think of one. You've seen somebody say something...
Into the camera, please.
You've seen somebody say something racist, and then you go...
That TV show we started last night.
Okay.
I made a mistake.
Okay, there you go. You made a mistake. You got some hairs hanging. You gotta better fix that.
Oh, let me get your nose.
But
hey,
can you acknowledge that it's weird?
Can you find the hidden pimple? Let's play. Can you find the hidden pimple
on your face? Stop.
Under your makeup, on your nose. You can't.
It's fine. You can't see.
After the podcast, what'd you say about my makeup on my nose? Because I didn't realize what you were doing until I realized it.
I don't care about that stuff.
You do. You look pretty today. What's going on?
I took a shower.
Yeah, but I didn't say you smell good. You look pretty.
I took a shower. It spruces the whole thing up.
Do you wash the rest of the body with your
what?
With your Brillo pussy?
Yeah. It's so hard to get the back of my neck.
I had a dream we had sex the other night. It was fucking cool. It was close.
Does that mean we're good for this week?
We're good. Well, anyhow, so we did the show, and there was, 20 people? If that.
No, there's more than that, right? No.
Maybe 25. Sitting in...
comfortable.
Lounge, like cushioned, not cushioned, like a living room.
Sofas, yeah.
Yeah. And which is the worst thing to doing. People can't be that comfortable watching comedy.
First of all, comedy I'm starting to believe is for poor people. Like, why are we even doing it for rich people?
Yeah,
they don't appreciate it. Well, they don't need a laugh. They're laughing at us all day long.
They're looking at us like we're their,
they're like,
where they're tap dancing,
yes.
Hey, go ahead, see if you can make me laugh. I fucking smashed him.
There's a guy in the corner that every time I say anything, he go,
You didn't hear me.
Ha ha ha.
That guy, whatever, they were just...
I asked him, I go, hey, is this place mixed?
Who, the black dude?
Yeah, with the bow tie. Every time I said anything, he go,
See, that's where you could smash anybody, but you wouldn't smash them.
I'm not going to smash
what? That's racism. That's reverse racism.
Well, that's called being careful.
No.
Yeah, what? Do you really think that audience was going to be like, yeah, get them? No.
If
they would be like, no, listen, I don't even do crowd work with people. I only fuck
with black people.
No, I do not. I only fuck with straight white men because it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it otherwise. Nobody can. It's not the people that you're talking to. The other night there was a woman. South Asian woman and her daughter in the audience, and I was talking about Raina, and so I asked her about her daughter, and people got so fucking uptight so quick.
Well, then you tell
them. They were like, I go, your mother their daughter right? And they were like, yeah. And they seemed pleased enough to be talking to me, but other people they get weird so quick. They're scared.
It makes no sense.
So
well, but you got to tell them. Go. What the fuck is your problem, people?
Yeah. Okay, but why? I don't care. Like, what am I there to fucking?
No, but if you're talking to somebody,
first of all, I am not the same kind of comic as you. There's no possible way that I would come out of that looking good. I would just come out of it looking like I was a fucking something else.
Do you think you had a harder time after you called those girls cunts?
First of all, I basically closed on that. And I called myself a cunt first in the joke, and it's a pretty funny joke. And I said, I wish that for you. Find someone who loves cunts.
Well, those 4 girls were sitting. It was 4 girls on the couch. Like and I said, you're sitting there judging me? I go, you're here, all 4 of you, on Valentine's Day.
Is this why you brought it up? Just so you could tell your dumb joke?
No, it's not a joke. I'm saying how I handled it.
Right. So, but this is the thing. You have a hard time looking at other people as different people, right? So when you go, oh, this is how I handle it, but you can't see, like, the way that I handle.
You just say how you handle. I'm saying how I handle. I'm not saying.
No, you told me like.
What?
You're basically saying this is what you should have done.
Yeah, but you usually do that. You usually are good at crowd work, and you usually do take care of or put people in their place. If I've seen you a million times,
put people in their place.
If some guy's heckling or some or whatever,
yeah, so they're heckling
or whatever. Well, do you think going? That's heckling. That's the same thing.
Yeah, but that was not going to work out. That was not going to work out. I mean, I talked to him for a minute and it got 0. So I just moved on.
Oh, well. Anyhow, it's when you do those private shows, it's so... It's just not the vibe, you know. It's like, one, it's Valentine's Day, so people are paying all this money for dinner, and they think, you know, this is special. Oh, we get, you know, oh, look, we hired comics. Like, you know, hey, what do you want to, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not like they're coming to a comedy show to just see comedy. You know, the next night I did an hour at the Village Underground. Yeah, upstairs. The other room, not the Fat Black, the other room where the pool table used to be. And it was great. It wasn't packed. It was great, though. And it was such a mixed crowd. And, you know, whatever, if I said something that was deemed racist or offensive, the crowd loved everything. They were just into it. It was a whole table of, I guess, Pakistanis.
Karen texted me and said, you killed.
Yeah, it was good.
And she did well. And I said, yeah, I know. I heard. He told me.
I didn't tell you I killed there.
Yeah, you did on the way home. I called you and you were like...
Oh. But it was a whole table of Pakistani doctors, well, going to school to be doctors. And
she said people, all the comics and everybody like stood in the doorway and watched.
Yeah, there's a lot of comics that came in. I didn't know Colin was there for a while. He called me. He goes, holy fuck. You were, you know.
On fire? What were you?
He goes,
terrible? What's the end of that sentence?
He just said, you know, it was so funny. I watched you doing some crowd. I go, did you hear the blind bit? He goes, what? I had to tell him the bit. He goes, oh, yeah, I heard that. But, you know, a lot of comics listen, I go on stage, people don't know what they're going to see, so they come watch.
You should get them to cut you a clip out of that. Put it on your Instagram.
I know Norton keeps saying, you got to videotape and put up clips. You know, videotape your shows and put up clips on. I know. He goes, no one does crowd work like you. You got to do it. And I think crowd work, I am going to make a crowd work CD, but I think crowd work only works in the moment. You know what I mean? I think it doesn't.
Even if you listen to it later, it's not as good?
Yeah, I don't think it translates as well if you're not there with the vibe and know what's going on before it and after. You know, I just think I think, though, that you could get, like, if you started filming all your sets,
you could put it together in a way that really worked.
Well, no, I would do audio. I'd make a CD. Nobody's buying videos. I'd have to make a CD. But for clips on social media.
A special. Do people watch special events? Like, I always see, like, every day it's like, so my friend so-and-so has a special on Amazon, or my friend so-and-so has a special on YouTube, or my friend so-and-so has a special on whatever. It's like, who's watching all these fucking specials?
I don't know. I know Joe List got tons of hits on his Comedy Central one. He's got like 800 million. No, like 8 million or something.
Wow.
I like him.
What are you doing?
I'm seeing how many he has.
It's okay. We don't need to know that.
People do that. They do research on their podcasts.
No, they have someone do it for them. And then that person tells.
Oh.
I hope people can't see how hairy
Okay. Oh, here, let's see. YouTube. I'm at YouTube. Then I go to search. Because I like Joe, so I'm going to plug it. Joe List. I hate myself. That's it. How many? What is this? 6.1 million. Wow. Views. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy. And yet he can't sell a ticket. That's a lot. Let's see what my Voss Roast has now. Oh, that's the first thing that comes up. Voss Roast has almost 1 million. No, 707,000. Almost 750,000. That's not bad. I don't know. People think if something goes to 2,000 people, they're going, oh, it went viral. I think viral's over 1 million. Don't you think? What do you think viral is?
For what? For what thing? You're like Twitter or?
I guess
anything. I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be a lot. Like TikTok things go to fucking, over 100,000 so quickly.
Yeah.
It's like.
I mean, 750,000. What we have, I think, is decent because that's an hour and 23 minutes long. So if they're watching the whole thing, that's fucking crazy. Same with
right, but how many people watched it on the pay-per-view thing before?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Well, not that many because we didn't make that kind of money. What are you doing, dog? You're not trying to piss there, I hope.
She's gonna lay down. That's where she lays down.
Oh, go ahead, lay down. Anyhow, that's cool that Joe's got, how many? It's 6 million. Wow. You wish you could get that on TV. So I guess that's the way to go is YouTube. YouTube. Oh boy, I'm still old school. So, I mean, you see like Whitney, what's her name? Whitney Cummings or Rogan or somebody post something on Instagram and within no time they got fucking almost 1 million fucking likes. Or is that
Raina got 1 million likes on Instagram.
No,
or on TikTok.
She got 2 million.
Yeah.
That was once, and then she stopped doing stuff.
Then she just doesn't post, but
she could be a influencer.
From a 0-person account.
Yeah, she could be an influencer. Right?
I mean, anyone could. It's available to all of us.
Do you read the meltdowns that Kanye's having on the internet all week?
Yeah.
Do you think they're doing that for publicity?
Yes.
Or?
I mean, I think he's sick, but I think he also inherently knows that he gets attention, and that's the thing he's addicted to. That's the thing everyone's, like, I honestly think attention is the most...
That was a bit I tried, but I couldn't get it to work.
Mm.
You gave it to me. How does it go?
The Sacklers wish their drugs could get... What? I don't remember.
People to do what
likes can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's true. It's like...
I'm going to try to rework that and get it right.
Right.
Attention is the number one addiction now.
Well, yes.
Opioids have nothing on likes.
Yeah.
Opiates wish they could do what likes make you do.
Right.
That's how it goes.
Something.
But it's got to have a stronger... That's just a statement. What's funny, it's a setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people are...
Well, it is true because, you see people like on Instagram that you know... like, the thing is that sometimes you obviously they're posting pictures of their butts and boobs and everything because they know it gets likes. They know it gets attention. That's the only reason they're doing it. Whatever other reason they say they're doing it, it's not. It's attention, attention, attention. That's the number one reason why anyone does anything on the internet, right? And sometimes you see these people in real life, you're like, it's uncomfortable. You're like, I've seen you mostly naked. It's so weird. Like, I'm working with someone who sometimes posts very sexualized pictures, and it's like, it's weird. I feel weird talking to her sometimes. I'm like,
we should put a Zoom meeting together or Zoom thing with, like, and then hire one of those, what do they call those girls that do the stuff on line where you pay, what's it called?
OnlyFans?
Yeah. We should get like 10 comics and hire an OnlyFan somebody and have them diddle themselves.
I don't get. What are you fucking talking about? What are you fucking talking about?
Like if you were in a meeting, like a Zoom meeting, and you know,
and then you're like, oh, my assistant's here.
No, we
hired. And then it's like a woman that goes.
We hired an OnlyFan for the meeting.
Whatever.
Can they do that?
What do you mean?
Can you do a group OnlyFan? You know, like
I
comics.
don't know. I'm sure you could hire someone to diddle themselves in a meeting if you really wanted to do that.
No, not sitting in the meeting. Like, you know, these Zoom meetings hire comics to do a Zoom show. Could you hire an OnlyFan person to do?
I guess, sure. Why not?
I mean, if you all chip in, it's a lot cheaper, I bet.
Well, no. It's as safe as she has her price. Or he.
Oh, look at that.
Or they take the door. The door.
All right. Can you quit holding your cup? What the fuck?
I don't get why this is bad.
No, before you had two hands like you. Look at you.
Why is this bad?
No one drinks coffee like that. What do you... now, you know what it looks like?
Is every clip just going to be about you having a meltdown about my fucking coffee cup?
It's like you're like, oh, now you're a professor and you're talking to the students. Whatever. It just... You're like someone that just learned how to use a cup.
I'm going to smash it on your head in a second.
So...
So what?
Private shows. And we didn't even charge that much money. We gave them a deal. I didn't realize.
Wait, we went back to this?
I just threw it in. So, what else? Bonnie's driving her new car. It's pretty nice. I drove it.
I love it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start a company. I think this is a good company.
Well, don't tell the people they'll do it.
It's okay. I'm going to start a company. I'm not going to do it, but someone should start a company where it's like you can call someone to brag to them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like I have a couple people that like, you know, they call me to brag because I think it's hard to find people that you can brag to. Do you know what I mean? Especially during a fucking global pandemic. It's not the easiest thing in the world. So like I'm driving my car, I want to like call people and be like, I just tried to tell my friend Kathy, I was like, look at my car. But then I realized like her place needs a new roof and it's leaking and she's like, you know, got to figure out how to pay for it and stuff. It's like not nice to go to someone's house and be like, look at my fucking new car. You know what I mean? So,
well, do you want to?
I would love to be driving and just be like, call someone and be like, fucking God.
Name the company. Brag to me.
Brag to me.
Ellen, my daughter Ellen called me with a TV show idea where millennials don't know how to.
What?
Is it millennials?
What are you calling it?
Millennians. Millennials. What are they? Millennials.
Do you really think that's what it's called?
Millennians. What is it? Millennials. Millennials.
How does this happen?
It's called millennials. What is it called?
You're right.
No. What is it called if it's not millennials?
Sorry.
You think that's funny?
I mean, that is a word that's used more than any other word in our society.
Millennials.
And how do you not know it?
Well, what the fuck? If it's
Millennials.
millennials. I say millennials. Millennials.
Oh, okay. Let's just call you Vis then. Rich Vis. You gonna be upset by that?
No, millennials.
Will you? Oh, you accept Rich Vis as your name?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Vis.
She has a show idea where
you say millennials instead of millennials.
Millennials, and like they don't know how to do anything. So you go. They can call a friend. Like you go up to somebody, and you go, "Okay, you got to change this tire," but they get to call a friend for help.
Yeah.
You know, and see if they could do it or whatever. Just simple, normal tasks.
It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be millennials.
Yeah.
It could be anybody. I don't know how to fucking change a tire.
It could be anybody, and it's like you know, have them do whatever, you know, program.
Right. Darn this sock.
Yeah. So you put it down and go, darn you sock. Darn it. Get it? But it's really...
Mr. Vis.
It's mending it. Darning your sock means mending it. Right?
Well, at least he knows that. Any reference that happened before 1987, he gets.
Oh, 87? Yeah, that's really going far back.
That's pretty far fucking back.
How many years? Quick.
I don't know.
35.
Oh, see?
Oh, no. 45.
Wow.
90. No, 35. 90. Yeah, 35.
You're dumb as shit.
My first answer was correct. It's a good idea for a show coming from a regular person.
You're calling your daughter a regular person?
Well, she's not in show business, I mean.
I know, but even still. She's a...
What?
Whatever. Are we done? Oh, fuck me. I got nothing else. So you went and saw the baby. How was that?
Oh, that was good. We went... here's the other thing I went after. So Sunday was the Super Bowl.
Oh, yes.
The halftime show was...
I didn't watch 1 minute of it. No commercials.
The halftime show was, I guess, old school hip hop or rap, right? Then I go on, you know, I guess Twitter or Facebook that night, and it's like all these old white guys, even comics going, "Oh, that stunk," right?
About the rappers?
About the halftime show, it stunk.
But those were rappers from their day. They should be excited.
I wrote to them. I go, "Can you imagine killing on stage?" I wrote, and one person yelling, "That stinks." That's what you're doing, dummy. You know, it might stink to you, but it was. I don't know anything about rap.
I think I might have seen that post, but I didn't really understand it till you just said it out loud now.
Yeah,
because
I don't use. Kanye doesn't use punctuation at all.
Oh,
so
you're.
I use punctuation now. I do. So.
Sometimes people will send me your post and be like, "What does this mean?" I'm like, I don't know. It's like they have to get like somebody that does hieroglyphics.
I don't know.
Like analyze it for 1,000 years.
I don't know anything about rap. It's
or
not
hieroglyphics.
I know hieroglyphics. That's what they did. So. But I do know it was an amazing production. I know the choreography was amazing, you know, especially how much time they had to learn all that, you know. So how could I say something I don't know anything about going, that stinks? And that's what half the people were doing on social media. That stunk. Shut up, you don't know anything about it. So keep your mouth shut when it comes to the arts. You don't. All right.
So are you telling me that the Super Bowl, no, I don't know. So just answer me, is mixed?
Whoa. Look at, yeah. Whoa.
There was a time.
Well, now these old people are like, oh.
Was there a time where black people couldn't play football? That's not true, right? Was there ever a time where black people couldn't play basketball? I only know about baseball. Thank you for your answer.
Yeah, of course. There was a time for everything.
Okay.
All right?
Can we go now?
There was a time.
You can hear the vacuum? Can you hear it, do you think?
I can hear it.
No, but in here.
The people, they can hear the dog barking. They can hear the vacuum, so we have to wrap up now. Anyhow, this weekend I'll be at the Kenosha Comedy Club Friday and Saturday. Then next weekend I'll be at the Comedy Cellar at the Rio. And then the week
shush.
Then a week after that I'll be at the Moonchunk Theater or whatever. And
we're going to be at South by Southwest.
Yeah, I got to book my flight. I don't even know how many days I'm going to go. We're doing a Sunday. We're doing
I'm going to be in Chicago, April 8th and 9th with Karen PM. What?
No, because you don't know if you're doing are you doing the 9th now?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I got the contract.
Oh, I wish there was a contract put on you. Get it?
There'd only be one person to do that.
Who?
Yeah.
Well, that lady upstairs is making a lot of noise, so.
All right.
And the dog is barking.
Thank you so much.
RichVoss.com, all my dates. Real quick. Someone was supposed to call me yesterday. No. Tuesday between 6:30 and 7:30. I said I'll be in my car. Can you call me then? They go, yes. That's after they didn't call me when they were supposed to, and then they go, oh, I'll call you today. I go between 6:30 and they didn't call. And I was furious because I didn't make any other calls waiting for the call. Then when I talked to him, I go, you say you're going to call between this. He goes, what are you, my mother? And I'm thinking, no, be responsible. Can people be responsible? That's the theme of this podcast. Be responsible.
Even if you're a millennial.
Be responsible. Thank you.
How are you even saying it?
Saying what? Millennial?
Oh, millennial.
Whatever.
Peace out.
We're done.
We appreciate you for listening. Whoever you are from the Krausers.
Don't hit me with a pipe. And I hope you enjoyed whatever you bought for your vape. Vapes are stupid.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Nicorette gum. Do Nicorette gum. Vaping. It looks so dumb.
Okay, thanks, everybody.
I don't like vapors. Do you like vapors?
Just want to say one more time. Appreciate everyone listening.
Stupid vapors. Fucking vaping. Vaping fucking assholes.
Okay, and we're done. My Wife Hates Me was created and hosted by Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. Subscribe to the podcast by visiting mywifehatesmepodcast.com.
Suicide pact, he's totally sober. She's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.